This is so bad. I'm going to hell for this. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time, and I've been putting this off a little bit because I just didn't really know when to bring it to the channel. I'm sorry. You're gonna be like, why is she laughing? It's not funny. As you read by the title, today's video is going to be about an experience that I experienced a couple months ago. Like I said, it's not funny. I just make jokes out of things that are traumatizing, or sometimes I will laugh in very serious situations. I make jokes. That's just how I cope with things. Before we get into the story though, I do want to put a content warning. There is talk of guns and shooting, and I don't want to say like mass hysteria, but like, you know, everyone was kind of panicking. So I do want to throw that in there really quickly before we move on. If this is not something you can handle at this time, feel free to click out. You can come back next week for spooky sessions. So let's get into it! Okay, so let me start out by saying this was just a normal day. It was like a normal Sunday, and I'm not really friends with the one girl, but like not anymore. So like these two girls that I was with, we're gonna call them, I'm gonna give them code names. We're gonna call them Jane and we'll call them Jane and Belle. We'll just go Disney. Jane and Belle, okay? So Jane, Belle, and I, we go to Target because we're going like gift shopping because we had some birthdays to shop for, and we're at Target, and this is our local Target, by the way. So if you're from the area, I'm sure you've heard of this back when it happened. We're shopping at Target, and we're just minding our own business. Literally, all of a sudden, we go towards the front, not quite yet to pay. We're still kind of like browsing a little bit, and we're just kind of looking at things. And all of a sudden, I see like 3 Target associates running, and I'm like, wait a minute, like why are we running? Because like, you know, Target associates, they don't run. I'm like, what's going on? And then I heard someone else, like another like customer was like, oh my gosh, like they're shooting outside. And I'm like, what? They're doing what outside? And the first thing out of my mouth was, yo, I don't have time for this. Are you serious? Like, what? So, I found 3 t-shirts that weren't where they belonged. So, before these girls and I had gone to safety, I put the shirts back, and we were kind of like the last ones to go to the back, and I only have like one video from that day. I'll insert it right here. So we go to the back, we stroll in, we're the last ones there, and everyone's like, some people are panicking, and everyone's calling their loved ones just in case. Let me just throw out real quick, the shooting happened outside of the building, and the doors were locked at that point, so they were not inside. And like, knowing now, like their intentions were not to come inside to cause us harm. They were running towards the Target to protect themselves, so they were not trying to cause us harm. So let me just throw that out there. So because I knew the piece of information, they were not in the building. They were not in the building. I didn't know if their intention was to cause us harm or not. Like, I didn't know at that time. But they weren't in the building. So Jane is freaking out. And she's like, can I call my dad? Can I call my dad? I'm like, yes, of course. You know, use my phone, call your dad. Belle is not as freaked out. She's probably like in between, like Jane and myself. She's like a little worried. And I'm totally chill. I literally acted like I am right now. Like, I was so chill. And I'm like, guys, they're not in the building. I don't think we should be freaking out about something that's not necessarily happening right now. Of course, everyone who was panicking, like, you know, their feelings are completely valid. Jane's feelings are completely valid, you know, not invalidating anyone's experience or feelings, of course. But me personally, I was like, if they're not in the building, if they're not causing us harm, I'm not going to freak out over something that's not happening. So I called my mom and I was like, hey, Target's getting shot up. She's like, what? So I had to repeat it again. And I told my boyfriend, and this stupid head goes, do you want me to come down there? I'm like, babe, they're not letting anybody in or out right now. It would be pointless for you to do that because you would literally just be in the parking lot. I'm like, no, don't come down here. Don't be the hero, because if anyone's going to be the hero, it's me. But everything was fine. After like a few minutes, we had to exit in an orderly fashion. I heard that some people were just straight up shoplifting because no one was really paying attention, because everyone was just trying to get everybody out. No one was really paying attention. So like I heard people were like flat out just shoplifting. I didn't take anything. I was going to take this little birthday card that I found because it was so cute, but I didn't take it. The aisles looked apocalyptic because everything was just abandoned. Like carts were abandoned, like, you know, baskets, things were just on the floor. Everything was left there. And so we go to the car, and I'm pretty sure, according to pictures, where they found the gun outside, my car was parked like a row away from it. And I'm like, nice. Very nice. So we found out later in the day and then later in that week that it was, I don't remember if it was like gang related, but I know people got into an argument and then they started like open fire, just, you know, shooting at each other. When we left the Target, there was like a red liquid on the wall, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it was really interesting. And it's just, what's funny about it is like something that I tell people is that like there's never a dull moment in my life. And I truly believe that there's never a dull moment in my life. It's just crazy all the time. So that is the story of my experience at my local Target. We did end up going back to a different Target that same night to pick up what we were supposed to pick up at the other Target. And then like a few weeks later, I ended up like, I didn't go back because I was like nervous. I just didn't go back because I didn't need to go to Target. Just coincidentally, I did not need to go to Target. So yeah, it took like a few weeks to go back to Target. Especially for one of my friends, you know, she was very nervous, and you know, I don't blame her. Every time we're in Target now, I don't leave her alone. Like I'm always with her just in case. And we make jokes about it now. We make jokes, you know, because we can. We joke about our trauma on this channel. And yeah, that's the story. Everything was fine. Like none of us got hurt, obviously. Yeah, that's the story. Thank you. That's also it for today's video. Alright, that's it for today's video. As I've said, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Join the Banana Bunch. Join the family. We would love to have you. If you want to know what I'm going to be up to, all my social media will be listed down below like always. Before I close out though, I do want to say you might want to subscribe because Spooky Sessions is next week, and I've already pre-filmed a couple of videos already, so it's about to get spooky. So okay, bye. Dot, we're not having a repeat of last time. Stop it.